make the book, I've just got some white. Just going to roll it, still keep it a decent thickness. Try and make it even. I'm not that good at doing that. And then I'm just going to cut out a rectangle. And then I'm just going to roll out some my green, blue green. You can line your book up. Just to make sure you got enough of it, and I'm just going to stick this on. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut along, leaving a bit of an outline, a bit of thickness, cut out the whole square. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so that's what it looks like now. I'm just going to stick this part and I'm going to gently put the book over. I'm just going to let it sit for a bit just so you don't want it to flop over the sides. Okay, so that's how it looks now. You can see I probably, I didn't cut it. It's a bit rough there, but anyway, that's fine. Last thing is I'm just going to get this toothpick and just sort of press down on the side to sort of create that indent of the spine. Just to finish off the book, I've just put a little heart using this cutter. Okay, so next up I'm going to do the frog. This is just going to be a very basic head. You can get a circle cutter and make the mouth just by rolling along. You can see here. That's that. So I'm just going to grab a boring tool. Okay, found it. So just at the very end, I'm just going to poke it down like that. And now I'm just going to roll out, there's my frog, some white. White bits. I'm just going to make some orange. These eyes are just going to go stick up here like that. And I just want to get a little orange circle to go on them. Okay, so you can see I've stuck on my white eyes, added a little circle of orange, and I will put a black dot in the middle once it's all dry and hard. Otherwise, that's another one done. I'm just going to let that dry. Okay, I'm just going to make the sort of stack of, what do you call it? The stack. So rolling out a ball, I'm just going to flatten it. I've added Tylose to all of this. Smooth it over the top. It's fine. Happy with that. That's one. Okay, next one is the yellow. I'm just going to keep doing this with the colours and stick them together. Great, so that's that all done, nice and easy. I'm going to put that aside to dry. It's leftover fondant to make a cube, like a like a baby block. So I made these for my play school cake. So to start off with a ball, and then I'm just sort of making firm sides. Okay, so I've kind of got a bit of a cube here. I'm going to roll out this just because it's left over. And I'm going to get my cutter out and I'm just going to cut off a few bees for baby.
Hey, I'm just getting ready to make the raffle. I've just sort of got out the raffle. I've got out cutters. I'm going to do a couple of hearts and I think a square one to go in it. I'm just going to cut out the shapes now and just leave them to harden overnight. So that's what it looks like now. In the end, I just decided to all do squares. The hearts were a bit too big. So I'm just going to let that harden overnight. I might just tidy it up so the squares are just a bit better in line. But yep, that is the rattle. I'm going to make Elmo because I've got a bit of leftover red, so I just thought I'd make him. So rolling out a red ball for the face. I'm just going to mix up some black and some orange and start sticking on the face bits. It's a bit hard to tell with that light, but that's where I've sort of rolled out that. I'm just going to roll out some black and then I'm going to stick it all on Elmo's face. Elmo's mouth, I'm just going to use my circle cutter, cut out a circle and then chop the top off. So there's Elmo's mouth. I'm just going to stick that on and Elmo will be done. So that's Elmo finished. Yeah, first thing my kids were like, where's the fur? But, oh well, tough luck. I'm making too much stuff, so it's all fine. It still looks like Elmo. Okay, so this is what my cake is looking like so far. I'm pretty happy with it. What I'm thinking is I'm going to, when I sort of put the rattle thing, I'm going to stick it all together. I feel like I need one more thing to just go here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick all these items on. And then I think I'm gonna make a rabbit or a monkey or something to go here. I've grabbed my my top is hardened. This is just an example. That's my piece of paper I used. When I put it like this, it still looks empty in it. So what I'm gonna do for sort of the back here is I'm just gonna roll out some fondant. I think maybe a purpley color, and I'm gonna make a blanket, and then I'm just gonna drape it around the back so it sort of just covers things up a bit and it just will make it look better when, you know, it can even be hanging out the side a little bit. I've decided I'm going to chop out this fondant. So even if I only do it up to there, I'm just going to chop this out so it looks dark. When I put you don't have to do the steps. When I put my characters up here, because it's white, it doesn't look like that inside the box. So yeah, I'm just going to get my knife, I'm going to chop around and just try and pull it back. So you can see what I've done. I've just drawn in that line, cut it, and now I'm just going to peel it back, maybe to about here. You just see how easy that is. Now that I've cut that line, it's just pretty easy to just peel it all off. So I'm going to peel that off and chuck it away. The good thing about this is that there's now a bit of a ridge here because I've got obviously the fondant plus then the wood effect on, so it's kind of like a double layer of fondant, so it should mean that the creature's sort of, well, the things stick in a little bit, which is good. Just made these little duckies, seriously, in about 3 minutes, using leftover fondant from this awesome tutorial by Brunny Bakes. Brunny Bakes, how to make a fondant duck. This is basic duck, as I said, only took me a couple of minutes to make. And next I'm going to get another tutorial by myself to do a monkey. Okay, so I made that monkey. Oh, he's a bit average, but and then there was a bit of a gap, so I just, see here, grabbed some leftover purple and just sort of looped it over. I've moved this to this side, I've stuck everything on, and I think that'll, okay, totally can't see in this light, so I do apologise. I will show you what it looks like in the morning. I'm going to go to bed now. But yeah, all the characters are done. Really happy with it.